What is this?
This is a new segment.
Oh, we can swear on this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have this lovely nugget here.
Hi!
Welcome.
Thank you.
Should we start over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take two. This is good. I like this. This is good. Okay, we got something. Let's try again. Take 3.
Hello and welcome to Pillow Talk.
Yes.
Today with SoftSirius, aka Becca, aka the best person.
So today, for us, not for the people watching, but as we're filming this,
As of today,
as we're filming this, it is National Coming Out Day. So we thought we could have a conversation about being gay.
Being gay.
Being gay, because that's something we all have in common. When did you gay?
When did I gay? When I was like 12. I was like, maybe there's something. You know? Why am I, always talking about gays and stuff? So I came out as bi to my dad first, and he has always when I was a kid, and he was like, when you get married to a guy or a girl.
oh, he's the cutest guy.
Yes. And then when I was 16, I came out as gay. I didn't really come out to my mom at all. I just had a girlfriend, and
They were roommates.
Yes. She sat me down and she asked me, is she your lover friend?
I love that you never really truly came out to your mom, because you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
No.
I just got a
Girlfriend.
yeah.
Yeah. And then she could figure it out
Yeah.
on her own.
Also, I
She's
had a
grown
lot
up.
of gay art on my walls when I lived at home, so
You gave the hints. You
Yeah.
gave the hints. I
Dropped
love
subtle
that.
hints.
Subtle
just
hints.
rainbows and
Also, I really genuinely think that parents know. I know my mom said that about me.
my God.
My mom
Everybody
knew
knew.
20 years. Everyone knew before me. But
Yeah.
my mom, when I remember one time, and we were sitting at the dinner table, and for some reason my mom was starting to tell these tales of what she imagined me and my brother's futures to look like. And then she turned to me and she was like, I think you're gonna live at a collective with a bunch of animals and with another woman. And I was like, what? That's the future you're seeing for me? What the fuck, Mom? And then that basically happened. So I mean, I'm not to judge. Tell us your story.
My story is I always had crushes on girls when I was little, but I never knew that they were crushes. I just thought that I was a crazy person. And then when I was 13 or 14, I started hanging out with the cool kids that hang out at this train station.
oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been there.
Yeah. And then there was a girl there who was like, oh, I'm bisexual. And I was like, what's that? I had never heard of this. The next day at school, I was like, I'm a bisexual! And then this year, I was like, boys are so gross.
I think it's interesting, because from what we've gathered, this information, we all come from very supportive and accepting families, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I know that despite that, I was actually kind of nervous.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I was scared of being questioned, because I hadn't quite figured it out yet.
Yeah.
So I was scared that I would have to defend it
Yeah.
to her.
I think I also was scared that if this wasn't true, if I would change my mind, they would be like
What you said.
So I was so scared that I was I wasn't lying, but it felt like maybe I'm lying about this, and then I'll have to come out again if I change my mind, and that would be hard.
And also because sexuality and gender identity and all of this is so fluid, so it does evolve and change, and to feel like you're, like you said, that you're gonna have to come out every time you sort of discover a new part of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna move. Okay,
Do you
calm
wanna
down.
move?
Okay, that's okay. Should
That's
we
sexuality.
go into the conversation about gender identity?
Yes.
Because you identify as gender fluid, right?
Yes.
Please explain further.
So, basically, confusion. I've identified as gender fluid for like 7 years. So this is how it works. I have months where I have a lot of dysphoria, like a lot. And it's so strong, and it's all I can think about. So it's like names, pronouns, body, how other people perceive me.
Yeah.
That's very exhausting and confusing because I'm like, this is so strong. How could I have ever felt anything else?
Yeah.
Because this is just who I am. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And then I have months where I have less dysphoria and I feel a little bit less worried about how other people see me. If they misgender me, I'm not like, don't really care. And I can like explore and like express myself a little bit better and more because I'm not too afraid that I'm gonna be like overwhelmed with dysphoria. So like there's two sides, but I'm just like going with the flow, I guess. But that's how it is right now, and like my pronouns change sometimes, and
What pronouns do you use?
Currently. In this very moment in time.
they them is always safe. Like
Okay,
yeah.
always safe. So
But you have periods where you're like he, him, or
Yeah.
she, her.
Okay.
it's pretty cool too to be gender fluid because I'm everything and nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did it come up for you? Like, how did you even know that there was a
Realize.
thing, or like, how did you come in contact with that through yourself or through someone else?
So it started with just going through one of those like periods of time where I felt really dysphoric, and I was like, okay, I know what this is because my brother's trans. So and then it sort of went away. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I wasn't a guy. And then it came back, and then that happened just like
Yeah.
then I found gender fluid as like a term and stuff, and it felt right. Still does.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yay!
Recently, I've started to go back, and I can actually circle back to when I was in like 7th grade. I remember having thoughts of wanting to be the boy in my girl group. Like, that's how far back I can actually take this, and I had no idea what that was. I just thought it was like my imagination running wild.
Yeah.
But I've had this very like strong desire to be the boy in my group of girls. But then like when I got a little older, I started actually experiencing the physical side of it, and not as much dysphoria as just like feeling how I changed as a person, just like through how I wanted to hold myself, how I wanted to dress, how I wanted to, and I can
It's
feel,
very clear
it is
with
very
your
clear.
body language and stuff.
And
I remember telling one of my friends, because I talk about you all the time. No, but I remember when we were dating the first time.
Yeah.
That I told them about you, and I was like, it's so interesting because I never know which Eli I'm gonna meet. Like, I'll know when they're like coming towards me, like how they dress and how they hold themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
I think for me this happened like before I even started realizing it happened.
definitely.
I think I've done it for a while without like, because when I go back, I know I've always like wanted a gender neutral name.
Yeah.
Because I've never truly identified with a feminine name. So I think this has been like an ongoing thing for me for longer than I have truly realized. But just like the recent year, I think for both of us has been like for you more than me, I think.
So our momager, the
Our
love of our
momager,
lives,
yes.
our wonderful momager, in their first email to us, they were like, "So what pronouns do you use?" And I was like, she. And then I was like, wait.
And then we had a conversation about trying out he, him pronouns.
Yeah.
Because you asked me, how do you
Feel.
know? Like, how do you know? And I was like, because when someone uses he, him pronouns with me, I get this little like high,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You get this like your body giggles. You're like, so then I was like, but I'll just randomly throw it in at some point and we'll see how you feel.
And I was like, ha, that's not gonna work.
and then I threw it in, and you were like,
Yeah. Then I had to like think about it. Then I spent months thinking about it, and I think like I had sort of the same thing as you did, where when I was a child, I always like played the guy, or like, and that doesn't have to be that, but I did that a lot, and like I went to like a theater group since I was like 6 years old. And I always volunteered to play guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know about gender fluidity or like gender queer
did you say
anything.
fluidity?
Fluidity. I didn't know about gender fluidity. It's really hard.
It's hard when you don't grow up like in an environment that is like I've grown up in a very HGBTQ.
What is
What?
Hello.
LGBTQ?
Thank you. I
You
was
were
trying to say the Swedish one.
HB?
So weird.
There's so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Q plus hello.
I felt it right away. I was like, "This something is wrong. Something is wrong."
The panic.
No, gay panic. Do we have anything else we want to go through about gay?
About gay.
About gay.
About gay.
If you this could be fun.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Advice to your younger self.
Do you want to start?
I don't think so.
No, I was talking to you.
Oh. Oh God.
Yeah. It's not that fun.
I think for me, I would just be like, don't stress it. You'll figure it out. It'll come.
Yeah.
It'll come when it comes, until just roll with it. Whatever you're feeling is legit. Whatever you're feeling is valid. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to defend it. Whatever you are right now is totally fine. You'll figure it out as you go.
Like, still, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. You
No.
never know.
No. Exactly.
So just take it easy.
When I came out, I thought that was like my personality to be a bisexual, because I was the bisexual in the friend go TM. Sort of made it my personality that I was the cool bisexual friend, and that was nothing.
No.
I could have like worked on other
That's
stuff.
a stereotype.
Yeah,
That's just
I know.
falling into a stereotype.
And I think because that was the only representation that I knew about it, so I should have done like not more research, but just like chilled down maybe, and been like you said, just like figure it out.
What?
Do you want to sing the theme song?
No, I was just like doing what you guys did. You did this, and I was like, oh, okay. I know you want to join it.
You wanted to join the whisper game? Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for our first pillow talk. Okay, I think that's it.
I think that's the
end of it.
That's the
Yeah.
If you have any questions, you can shout them into the void, as usual.
We'll hear them. We'll hear them.
We should have a theme song for like the end of the videos. It could
theme
go
song?
like it could go like boop da na 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 na.
That's what you want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still going.